Hello and welcome to Jagged Alliance 3. I'm Shadow Coast and welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going to outline tips and tricks to hiring your mercenary squad, along with what I would believe are the 4 best starting mercenaries to start your campaign. If you do go on to find this video helpful, please drop a thumbs up and comment. So with that, let's jump in. A few quick principles. First, you are going to notice that some mercenaries are offline. This is random when you start. So if you actually just escape to the main menu and start a new game, you're going to have a different setup. So just keep that in mind that if you do want to follow my specific guide, you might need to reload a couple times because it's going to be random. Also, until you purchase AIM Gold, you cannot recruit in Legendary Mercenaries, which we don't really need anyways. We're going to focus on Recruit and Veteran. There are some good elites, so don't worry about that. Second, some mercenaries don't like to work with each other, so Steroid and MD hate each other, I believe, while Fox and Wolf like each other. So if you pick mercenaries that don't like each other, they might not fight together, and you're going to have to put them in different squads, and it'll just be a pain in the butt. So make sure that you account for that. They'll let you know how they're feeling, so keep that in mind. Finally, whenever you purchase a mercenary, be sure to, as long as you have the funds, recruit them for the full 14 days. You are going to save so much more money in the long run. I did not realize this until halfway into my first playthrough, which I regret. So, without further ado, let's jump into the best starting mercenary setup. Now, when you start, you're going to definitely want at least 3 mercenaries. I recommend 4 because you should be able to more than afford it. We're going to science that right here with the 14 days because I've only done it where I hired them for 7 days. So off the bat, if you're going with 3, I recommend a medic, a mechanic, and an explosive experts because that's going to kind of cover most of your bases. I also recommend an all-arounder, so I'm going to get into specific mercenaries here in a minute and explain why. So those would be the 4: medic, explosives, mechanic, all-arounder, because you basically have everything covered. Now, when you look at stats, one of the most important ones is marksmanship, but don't forgo the perks. So as we're hiring mercenaries, we're really looking at these different perks and what they bring. So let's start with our medic. Here, I highly recommend taking Fox. If you look at her medical at 69, which is lower than MD, but we also gain advantages with some of her perks. Opportunistic killer, ambidextrous, most importantly over here, striking looks. When Fox opens combats, enemy become surprised instead of aware, so this is critical. We're going to want to set our overwatches and have her engaged so everyone is surprised. So I recommend hiring her full 14 days. You can see the cost here. Boom, locked in. Now, she's going to recommend that you hire Wolf. We're going to hire Wolf at the end to see how much money we have because I haven't actually done it 14 days for everyone. Next, I highly recommend Kalina. Again, if you look at her mechanical skills at 67 compared to 85 for Livewire, I really like Livewire. However, Kalina is better, and there are a couple reasons why. First off, she also has higher leadership than most of the starting other people, which is going to pay dividends when we are recruiting and training militia. The lower the leadership, I believe the cost is higher, so that'll be critical. Second, she actually comes with a rifle starting off. This is actually hugely advantageous. You want to vary weapons using different ammo, and the rifle is going to have a much longer range. On top of that, inevitable strike, range attack that bypasses damage reduction from armor. So this is a great extra perk that she has to start us off. So we're going to go ahead and hire in Kalina as our mechanic. Alright, talking about explosives, I actually do recommend Barry. I personally don't like him, but he's cheap, efficient, and he's, has some interesting dialogue options. Here, Boutique Explosives produces 2 shape charges every 168 hours, can craft shape charges with the craft explosive operation in SAT view, so that's kind of nice. You can see here he comes with some shaped charges he can throw. Basically, these are directional grenades, which are nice.
This is
Let's go
very
ahead,
good.
hire him
This
in,
is
and you
about
can
job.
see he's
Work is not plenty at the
extremely
moment, so I
cost
cannot be
efficient.
particular. We have reached simultaneous.
All right. Now for my fourth mercenary, which I believe we can hire in for 14 days, is Wolf. So Wolf is a good all-arounder. You can see here he does have a higher strength, higher health. He's going to be someone that will be more tanky. He comes with a double barrel shotgun, which is very, very advantageous. This is critical to engagements. Relatively high marksman, kind of a good all-arounder, although low in leadership, which is fine because we have that covered by Kalina. You can see he has some extra equipment, right, making him tankier. But most important of all, he has the trait Jack of all trades. All operations that Wolf undertake are completed approximately 33% faster. This is hugely advantageous when you're trying to, because time is money. So as we put him on operations, he's going to complete them quicker, which means that we can do more. So we're going to hire him in, and we can definitely do it for 14 days. So we have our all-star lineup. Let's look at my team. Wolf, Fox, Kalina, Barry. There you go. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please drop a thumbs up and leave a comment. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in future videos. Shadow Coast out.